Thank you for tuning in to the Royds Revue Podcast. This week, Rob and Andy have watched and written songs about Shrek. Are the Royds going to squeeze jelly out of your eyes? Find out next on the Royds Revue Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Royds Revue Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And we are the Royds. We are here today to talk about Shrek from 2001. Andy, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. Now, I think it's safe to assume you've seen Shrek before, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, well, this is a Christian podcast, so we're going to say heck.
Okay, that's my
bad. In fact, we're
that's
just going to say H-E-C-K.
Okay.
Okay, and we're also going to use the term yes.
Okay.
All right, so why don't you cut the shit?
Yes.
Thank you. But we're here talking about Shrek from the year 2001. Andy, did you see this in theaters?
I don't know. I don't remember. I had it on VHS and I watched it.
All right, Alberto Gonzalez, I don't recall.
Nice.
That's a real good reference.
Yeah.
For 2022.
Nice. I had it on VHS and it had it was the sweepstakes one where like you could win something. I can't remember if it was like a car or something.
I like how you might. It'd be really funny. Like, all right, kids, buy this DVD of Shrek and win a car.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do with a car?
Well, as you know, upon rewatch, like fucking 20 years later, this movie is not like it's like an early 2000s kids movie, as in it's like not really. It's for everybody. Like, there's a lot of adult humor in here.
There's a lot of blatant adult humor that I was stunned to see.
Yeah,
because
but I appreciated it.
I appreciated it, but there were definitely certain times where I'm like, hey, kids are watching this.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, this is for children.
A brief scene where Lord Farquaad is, like, talking in the mirror. He's like, show me her again. And it's very clear that he is cranking it.
Yeah, that was one of my questions for later on. Is like
I roomed it.
Yeah, you did, but he's definitely about to beat his dick.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, this is OnlyFans before OnlyFans. Actually, this is more Peeping Tom.
Yeah.
This is more a Chuck Berry thing.
Nice.
Because remember, he watched women piss.
No, I understand. Right?
Okay, well, he's dead now, so he can't sue us, so I can say that.
That's true. Was he suing people?
No, I have no idea. But, when they're dead, you can just say whatever you want about them.
That's true.
Like George Washington, he's in hell.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But he's dead, so he can't do anything about that.
No. And even if he could, like...
You'd be 400 years old. You ain't gonna fuck me up. I'll fuck you up. I'll hit you and turn you into dust.
Yeah, you hit the ground, turn to dust. My guy.
You're gonna fight me now, Mr. Washington. Come on.
End up in my vacuum.
Yeah.
Well, that's code for my butt. So
oh my God.
Yeah.
That's what I want. When I die, I want to be cremated and just poured into your butt.
I hope I die first.
Oh, it'll still happen.
Oh,
all right, dig up Andy. Dig him up.
It's fine. You can do whatever you want.
Spread those cheeks. Anyone got a funnel?
Yeah.
Oh, that one the funnel is across the line there.
Well, it made me visualize it even more.
Wait, you weren't visualizing it the whole time?
I was, but now
I assure you, I'm sitting, but I am at.
See, I was just about to say, I got one hell of a stiffy.
But like, do you have a stiff neck, or like you sleep weird?
It's my penis, Robbie.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you want to talk about some movies that came out in 2001
That's a good
rather
idea,
than our genitals and what we're going to do to each other when we're dead?
It always comes to this.
Every fucking
time. Oh, it's horrible. Yes, movies from 2001. So, popular 2001 movies, the first thing is a movie I've never heard of. It's called How It's Made.
Oh,
I guess that's a show. For some reason, that's the first option that pops up in 2001 movies when I Google it.
Okay.
Yes. But this movie, I remember you used to watch this a lot a few years ago. It's the Olsen twins, Holiday in the Sun. I remember you telling me that. You watched that on repeat in like 2015. That was weird. The movie Original Sin. Not another teen movie. Did you ever see that movie?
I did. I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, that movie is very funny for its time. A young Chris Evans in that.
Yep.
Atlantis, The Lost Empire. We have Black Hawk Down.
I remember that one.
I've never saw Black Hawk Down.
It's pretty good, if I recall correctly.
Gray Seagull Up.
Gray Seagull Up. That's what you're going to say to me.
Instead of Black Hawk Down, yeah.
No, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. A Beautiful Mind. The One. Donnie Darko.
Okay.
Out Cold. That movie was not good. The movie Evolution. I actually enjoyed that when I was a kid.
I don't know that one.
The Bad Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg.
I know that one.
Spy Kids.
Yep.
Previous episode, Jurassic Park 3.
Wow.
We had the absolute classic Monsters, Inc. or Monsters, Kink about Mike Wazowski being into piss play. Ocean's 11. We have the movie 61 about the home run chase in 1961. And Barbie Nutcracker, which I'm going to be honest, I kind of want to watch it if it's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Because if Barbie's going to be stepping on my nuts, Dr. Dolittle 2 came out. So, Land Before Time, The Big Freeze. That was starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. A freeze is coming.
Cool.
Reprising his role. But those are the movies from 2001. You know, I've never seen Donnie Darko.
You know what? I understand people love that movie. It's nonsensical. It's absurd. Doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's boring. There, I said it. Okay. There, I said it.
Nice.
I'll come to your fucking house. I'll rip that shitty poster off your wall.
Please don't.
I love it. It's deep. It's deep. You just don't understand it. Yeah, you're fucking right. I don't understand it. It sucks.
Send your tweets to Andy.
Go ahead.
Also, when you write your angry emails, it's RoydsRevue@gmail.com.
Yeah.
But make sure you know Andy was the one who said Donnie Darko sucks, because I've never seen it.
Well, if you did, you'd say, that movie sucks.
Lara Croft Tomb Raider also came out in 2001. Shot Heard Round the World, which was about the American Revolution. That's a joke that no one's going to get because it's actually about Bobby Thompson's home run in the playoffs. And that's a joke. That's a baseball thing. Where am I? What? The movie Arachnid came out.
Wow.
Arachnid and Spiders 2 both came out in 2001.
I've never even heard of either of those.
You've never, it's obviously called Arachnid, but you've never heard of Arachnid? Yeah. I've heard of Arachnid.
No, I know arachnophobia.
That's the fear of spiders.
Yeah, it's also a movie starring Jeff Daniels.
I have no idea. I remember 8-Legged Freaks.
Yeah, I never saw that. I remember I had a game that came with some sort of fast food. It was a computer game. Played that. Shoot big spiders with a nail gun.
About 8-Legged Freaks with a nail gun?
Yeah. Yep.
I remember the movie 6-Eared Freaks. It was about kids from Alabama.
Nice.
That's an incest joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but those are the movies from 2001. I haven't seen a lot of these.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of a lot of these.
I mean, there was a movie called James Dean starring James Franco, which I've never heard of. Do you think that takes place before or after the accident?
Probably before.
Probably before, because he looks normal. Oh, Zoolander. I definitely saw Zoolander.
Oh, shit.
Rat
Zoolander.
Race. Oh, and the absolute classic, Corky Romano.
You know what? Here's the thing. Corky Romano gets a bad rap. That movie's pretty funny.
That's a funny movie. I'll take the rum raisin, or whatever he says.
Yeah.
The 3 flavors.
So the flavors are listed right here. That you suck.
You know what? As I get into the comedies, I realize I have seen some of these. Like Saving Silverman's a very funny movie.
Yep.
Wet Hot American Summer, 10 out of 10.
Oh, brilliance.
Your favorite movie, Freddy Got Fingered.
Yep.
Joe Dirt. I like Joe Dirt.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I do remember liking it.
And American Pie 2. I'm going to stop listing movies because I'll just sit here for the entire episode listing movies from 2001 that most of us haven't seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Rat Race in theaters, though.
I like Rat Race.
That. I remember liking it.
Yeah.
And then they end up at a Smash Mouth concert. Speaking of Smash Mouth, we're talking about Shrek.
We are talking about Shrek. You want to get into the rundown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rock and roll. night, Shrek reads the tale of Sleeping Beauty and then wipes his ass with it. He proceeds to do a bunch of gross shit while All-Star by Smash Mouth plays. Townspeople go to capture him, but he scares them away. There's a reward for captured fairy tale creatures. Donkey is being sold for 10 shillings and escapes, running into Shrek, who scares off the guards. Donkey annoys Shrek, but isn't bothered by his appearance, and that's endearing to Shrek, so he lets him stick around. But outside, Shrek's swamp, much to his dismay, becomes a safe haven for fairy tale creatures. Shrek goes to see Lord Farquaad to get everyone out of his swamp, inadvertently becoming their hero. He takes Donkey as he is the only one who knows how to get to Farquaad. Farquaad tortures the gingerbread man. Great scene, hilarious. His guards bring in the magic mirror, who gives him the choice between Cinderella, Snow White, and Fiona in a dating game showcase. He picks Fiona, ignoring the mirror as it tries to warn him of what happens at night. Farquaad holds a tournament to find a hero to get his bride for him. Shrek suggests Farquaad has a little pee-pee and enters Farquaad's castle grounds. There's no one there.
That's how I met my girlfriend. I said her dad has a small dick.
Wow.
Oh, Farquaad's not her dad. Never mind. That's the next movie.
Spoiler alert, Robbie.
Fuck him.
Okay.
I'll spoil you. Leave you out in the sun. I'm not going to put you in the fridge.
Oh, no. I'm going to curdle real bad.
Andy is made of milk.
Yeah, it turns out. They're all at the tournament. Farquaad sees Shrek and tells the guards whoever kills the ogre wins. Shrek and Donkey proceed to beat the living shit out of everyone. Farquaad declares Shrek the champion. Shrek agrees to get Fiona for Farquaad if he promises to remove the fairy tale creatures from his swamp. Shrek and Danky, you know Danky? They make their way to Fiona's dragon-guarded castle. Shrek explains to Donkey that ogres are like onions. They have layers. They get to the castle and cross the rickety bridge. Shrek fucks with Donkey on the bridge, but in doing so, they get across. They split up. Donkey is looking for steps and stumbles upon the dragon. Shrek saves Donkey several times. He gets flung to the highest tower where Fiona lies. Donkey charms the dragon into not killing him. This dragon is trying to catch some donkey dick.
Who is
Fiona? Fiona is excited someone finally made it to her and fakes being asleep. Shrek shakes her awake and takes her to save Donkey. She doesn't agree with his unconventional methods of rescuing her. He rescues Donkey and uses the chandelier as a collar and chain for the dragon, Kinky. They escape by tricking the dragon into tangling itself into the castle. Fiona is impressed. She asks to see Shrek's face so she can kiss him. It's destiny. Shrek hesitates because he's a big green ogre. He takes off the mask, and Fiona is disappointed. Shrek explains to her that he is delivering her to where actual Prince Charming, Lord Farquaad. Fiona wonders why Farquaad didn't rescue her himself and refuses to leave. Shrek picks her up, and they make their way back. Fiona demands that they make camp overnight, so they make camp. Fiona uses a cave, as she is adamant that no one sees her at night. Shrek and Donkey discuss why Shrek puts up walls and wants to be alone. Shrek explains that everyone judges him before they get to know him, and they hate him, so he's better off without them. Donkey reminds him that he didn't do that when they met, and Fiona watches from the shadows, and presumably finds that relatable. Farquaad has the magic mirror show him Fiona over and over. It kind of looks like he's cranking it. Fiona kills a bird with music and makes breakfast for the boys. Shrek and Fiona relate through flatulence when Robin Hood rescues, quote, quote, Fiona from Shrek. He sings a funny song, and Fiona beats the shit out of him and all of his merry men. We get a Matrix parody. That's timely. Well, at the time, of course.
At the time, it was very... Yeah, I was
yes, of course. But that shit, like, come on. Shrek is turned on by Fiona's display of dominance. Fiona sends Donkey on an errand to get some alone time with Shrek. Things get tense and flirtatious between them, and Shrek reminds everyone and himself that he's a loner, and they continue on their way. We get a montage of Shrek and Fiona flirting through the torture and potential murder of animals. They make it to the castle, and Fiona stalls by saying there's something wrong with Donkey. They make camp one more night. Shrek and Fiona almost kiss when Donkey blocks some cock. Fiona gets spooked by dusk and goes inside so no one knows her secret. Shrek is upset that he's delivering his love interest to a douche. Donkey walks into Fiona's hut to check on her and discovers an ogre. It's Fiona. When the sun goes down, she becomes an ogre. She takes love's true form when she gets true love's kiss. Donkey tries to convince Fiona to go out with Shrek instead of Farquaad. Shrek overhears Fiona talking badly about her ogre form and thinks she's talking about him. His heart breaks. By daybreak, she makes the decision to tell Shrek she loves him, but he's pissed. There is confusion and feelings are hurt. Shrek called Farquaad to collect Fiona. Shrek takes the deed to his swamp. They say mean things as Shrek leaves. Farquaad asks Fiona to wed. Fiona insists it happened today before sunset. Donkey tries to tell Shrek, but he says mean things to Donkey and goes back to being alone while Alleluia plays. Shrek and Fiona long for each other, and Donkey reconciles with the dragon. Donkey claims half the swamp and tells Shrek off about friendship. Donkey tells Shrek Fiona was talking about someone else when she said the mean stuff. Shrek apologizes. Donkey calls Dragon to take them to stop the wedding. Shrek objects to the wedding and still can't bring himself to tell Fiona he loves her. Farquaad makes fun of Shrek for falling in love with Fiona. Sunset changes her into an ogre. She thick. Farquaad orders for her to be locked in the tower forever. Shrek calls the dragon who eats Farquaad. Shrek finally nuts up and tells Fiona he loves her. They kiss and it breaks the curse. She is forever an ogre. Everyone celebrates at the swamp as Shrek finally embraces friendship and love and his feelings. And as RuPaul always says, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen?
Amen.
My wife's been watching a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race.
I mean, you don't have to say it's your wife. Just admit it.
It's
cool,
RuPaul's
Andy.
Drag Race.
That's fine. You're allowed to like whatever you like. That was good. That was all a Shrek.
That was all Shrek, wasn't it?
That was all a Shrek. So I guess I should have saved this for questions, but I'm just going to ask it off the bat.
Here he goes.
All right, I should, but I just thought of this when you were talking about it. Do you think when Shrek is balls deep in Fiona, they call it green eggs and ham?
Man.
Because
Yeah, I'm glad you said it now, because I'm just going to sign off. You got the rest of this.
That's what I was thinking about when you were talking about when you said she's thick.
Wow. You think his wiener is kind of like his ears, just like a green funnel?
Yeah, when he comes, it just pours out like a fucking hose. Like, you ever see those water slides that like shoot out and you see the water constantly pouring out of it?
Yeah.
That's what his cum is like.
Jesus fucking
It's just
Christ.
constantly flowing out. Or like, you ever see like an elephant piss?
No.
That's how he comes, like an elephant pisses.
All right. Well, I'm upset that I asked and I got a response.
Why?
Well, because now I'm turned on.
Oh boy. Oh man.
Yeah.
So you were right. You mentioned it. They make a small dick joke about Farquaad, and that's the first time in this movie I was like, "Are we kidding me here?
Yeah.
We're really doing this?" Because they look up there, he goes, "That's a big castle. You think he's overcompensating for something?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god, my word."
Yeah. Talking about dicks. Talking about. I think it's just dicks.
There's a lot of dick jokes in this.
Yeah.
Well, like, you talk about Robin Hood's funny song.
Yeah.
During the song, he makes a blowjob joke.
Yeah.
When he talks about he likes getting, and they pop their head and they go, paid. And, like, the word he was rhyming with was, like, med or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, he was about to say he likes getting head.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, this is a children's movie, and Robin Hood was talking about getting his hood sucked.
Nice. Well, what wiggled your wham or whatever the fuck you say?
I actually really enjoyed the humor in this movie.
Yeah.
I think Farquaad, one of my favorite lines is, "Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make."
Yeah. Yeah.
Which does show that Farquaad does take money from the NRA.
That's good stuff.
Thank you. I love the wrestling. Like, the music is also really well done in this.
Yeah.
I think they use the soundtrack in this movie much better than they use the soundtrack in the second movie, which I'm thinking about because here's a peek behind the curtain. I watched the second movie last night.
Robbie.
I know. But they use the soundtrack really well in here. Like when Shrek is fighting the knights and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts start playing.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is sick. This is fun.
Yeah.
They're using a good song for this. And I almost feel like you're not getting a kid's movie using that song because they use the word damn right in the first line. And I feel like you wouldn't use that in a kid's movie today, even though this movie's not G, it's PG.
Yeah. They say ass a couple times.
Yes, but they're able to get away with it because they're almost always referring to donkey.
Yeah.
You know, it's that double entendre where it's like, no, we can get away with it.
Yeah. Like he says, she's like, where are you going? He's like, I'm going to save my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's going to save donkey.
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 I thought that the animation holds up pretty well.
I think a lot of it does. There are certain things where I'm like, that's disgusting to look at. And it's not the things that are supposed to be gross.
Okay.
Like
what?
some of the close-ups. Like some of the close-ups of Donkey are disgusting.
Yeah, the fur looks
The fur,
weird.
yes.
Yeah.
The fur. I mean, again, they struggle getting fur in video games, fur and hair in video games right, even in 2022. Because hair is a very tough thing to get right in a computerized or animated format.
Mm-hmm.
But the hair, sometimes looking at the hair, I was like, I don't like this.
Because for the most part, it's just like people.
Right.
Other than Shrek and Donkey.
Which is what helps the animation a lot.
Yeah, and like the people don't look like janky. They look pretty good.
Yeah, they look good. I think everything, and even all like most of the creatures look good. Like the gingerbread man looks really good.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the animation does look really good in this.
Yeah.
But then again, you couldn't spare expenses on the animation when you had this cast.
Right.
Because you got Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, and John Lithgow.
Yeah. And I think this is DreamWorks like throwing their hat in the ring. Like, nah, we could do Pixar level shit.
Yeah.
You know.
But then again, Pixar would never go this gross out humor.
No. And that's the thing. Back to the humor, like you said, there's fart and shit and ball getting hit in the balls, like all the stuff that usually like in any other comedy, you're like, oh, here we fucking go. But for some reason in this movie, I'm like, huh.
They work it well. It's also because it's these fairy tales. They're using all these characters who are in the public domain that everyone knows, and it just kind of makes it funnier. There's almost like the Andrew Dice Clay phenomena.
Yeah.
Where he uses these nursery rhymes in this very raunchy way, which makes it funny. But now, you know, it's in a way it's the same concept, but it's almost flipped around a bit where you're watching this movie that's for kids, but you're watching these fairy tales make dirty jokes in the same way adults would make around kids.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so you could say certain things around children that they're not going to get it.
Yeah.
Now, the problem, in a way, now I don't have kids, you don't have kids, but if I was a parent, I would hate watching this movie with my kids. Whoa! Andy pulling a Herschel Walker over here.
You know it.
If I had kids, I'd hate watching this movie with them because the very beginning of the movie, he kills a fish with his fart. Is it funny? Yeah. Yes, objectively very funny. I don't want a kid running around just farting all the time.
Right. I think it's like a certain age.
But like that's the thing. I think this movie is not for little kids. This movie is more for kids who are around 11 or 12 years old that you can actually be like, will you stop farting?
Yeah. Yeah. I think like what's the age where kids start to understand like sarcasm and stuff?
Yeah.
It's like 4th grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like around that age, like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I know numbers, Robbie.
Okay, very, very good. Very good.
Thanks.
I'm very proud of you. Real quick, thank you so much for listening. If you want to send us some feedback, send us an email at RoydsRevue@gmail.com. That's RoydsRevue@gmail.com.
You could also find our music on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music by searching The Royds. That's ROYDS. We have 2 albums and a Christmas song. Hope you like it.
But the dirty jokes, so the magic mirror, when the magic mirror is showing all the different potential princesses, great line. Even though she lives with 7 other men, she's not easy. Talking about Snow White. I'm like, Jesus.
That whole scene, that was probably
Whoa.
the funniest scene in the movie, because it starts with the torture of the gingerbread man.
Yes. Which
and
is
then it ends
straight
with
up
that.
torture.
Yeah. He's like, and then he's like, do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man!
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
But they're holding his legs underwater, ripping off his legs and shit.
And he crushes one into dust.
Yeah.
Like, that was his leg.
Not my
Jesus.
gumdrop butt.
Yeah.
Which again,
great
we
stuff.
all know what that's supposed to mean.
Yeah.
I also loved the sign when they park. Do you remember what the sign says when they're parking in what is it, Duloc or whatever the kingdom's called?
Refresh my memory.
You are parked in Lancelot.
Oh, nice.
Like, that's really funny. That's a 10 out of 10 joke.
Yeah. It's like, it's well written,
Yes.
and it's like the voice acting is very good. Everybody's doing great. And you know what? Even like the like when you get down to it, you take out all the jokes and stuff, you still have like a pretty good story here. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit by the books, by the numbers, or whatever the fuck I'm trying to say, but like, it's well done. Like, when Shrek gets his feelings hurt, like the voice acting and the animation, like, it looks like he's about to fucking cry.
Yes.
And it's like, oh shit, this guy's feeling something. And then like you buy their love and their connection. It's like, oh, this is good. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. I think the message of the movie of loving yourself no matter what kind of gets lost a little bit when it's like, yeah, Shrek's ugly, but he could still love himself. But like, Farquaad's short.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Like, and it's like, this sounds like such an incel thing for me to say. Be like, no, you can't make fun of short guys. Boo, 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 boo. But it's like, the whole message of the movie is like, love yourself no matter what.
And then they make fun of the
And
appearance.
all
of
they
the
do
other guy.
is make fun of, it's like, no, okay, your message isn't wrong,
Right.
but you lose the message when they constantly bully the king for being short.
Yeah.
Which is why, we're going to talk about it next week. Spoiler. But I think the second movie does a better job.
I've never seen any of the other Shrek movies.
Oh, really? Then I feel bad that I just spoiled something.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But like the spoiler on a car.
I gathered.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what I'm doing anymore.
I appreciate that Shrek doesn't give a fuck about anything throughout this movie.
Yeah, but he's full of shit because he goes back and saves Donkey several times when he could have just left Donkey.
But I'm just talking about his constant nervous need to make a joke.
Yes.
Like when they pull up to the castle on the volcano and he goes something like, sure, it's big, but look at the location.
Yeah.
And then he looks at Donkey like, ha-ha.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I think
good.
that's amazing.
Yeah. There's a lot of like little jokes that like a kid would be like, I don't fucking care. Like, it's not a
Like,
joke for me.
But that's a great joke you could sneak into a kid's movie for the parents
Yeah.
that the kids aren't going to get. And it's also, if a kid repeats that, it's like, okay.
Yeah. This is a good movie.
Yeah, it is fun. I do think it starts to drag a little bit when Hallelujah starts playing.
Yeah.
Like, there's a few too many. They use the music a lot better in this one than in the next movie. But there are a little bit too many of these, like, all right, we're just going to play a song and you're just going to see scenes over a song.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Like, that's
part,
this podcast YouTube channel. Check it out, youtube.com.
yeah, that just go to youtube.com and our stuff will come up.
Type in the Royds.
That's our website.
ROYDS, yeah. Then we own YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a big deal.
NBD.
Yeah. I think that scene actually helps to, because, in the grand scheme of things, it's been like a day and a half and they're like, we're in love. So I think that scene helps because they're like he goes back to his swamp and he's like, oh, I'm lonely. Everything reminds me of her.
Yeah, because he sees like two lumps sticking out of the swamp.
Yep.
And he just starts cranking his hog.
Yeah. I didn't like that scene.
Yeah, me neither.
I fucking loved it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo.
You're not that weird.
Yeah, I guess not. And then like she's all sad, like, oh, I miss Shrek, and I don't like this guy. He's a mean guy. And then Donkey's like, I'm alone again, but then he finds a dragon.
So do you think this is better use of the song Hallelujah than in The Watchmen?
Yes.
Okay. Because I think it would have been cool if Shrek and Fiona were fucking to Hallelujah.
Yeah. In like the owl mobile or whatever the fuck that thing is.
Yeah. Just going to town on each other.
I mean, maybe I should save this for when we eventually do Watchmen or any other Zack Snyder property. But I feel like Zack Snyder
watched Shrek and I was like, I'm going to make the Watchmen.
Yeah. Yep.
He was like, you know what? I bet you people could fuck to Hallelujah.
Zack Snyder seems like he can't read. Like,
okay.
Like he opened Watchmen. He was like, oh shit. All right. I'm going to recreate this scene like verbatim from this book. And he nails the visuals. And then because he doesn't know how to read, like all the dialogue and everything is garbage. Like they're like that. No, look at what he says. And he's like, yeah, but look at how he's dressed. Like, no, that's not why Watchmen's good. Zach, with your slow-mo.
Okay.
Feel free to edit that out and we can save that for...
No, I'm keeping that in.
All right, fine. This is
because I love the passion that you showed there.
Well, it's annoying. It's annoying. Because DC has so many good things, especially Watchmen. I'll keep going. Especially, Watchmen's one of the greatest comics ever made, and this guy's just like... Anyway, Shrek.
That's what we're here about.
It holds up, in my opinion.
I think parts of it hold up. I definitely think people have to see this because it's a cultural zeitgeist movie.
Yeah, it's a huge... Shrek's a meme daddy now.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's become. It's become a meme. It's the same thing as Morbius became.
Yeah. Well,
the only difference was this is a worthwhile movie.
Yeah, this is something. Morbius is nothing. That being said, I've never seen Morbius, but like you could just tell.
Yeah.
You could just tell.
We do get 2 Smash Mouth songs here, one at the very beginning and one at the end, so it's a nice Smash Mouth sandwich.
Yeah, but then Eddie Murphy takes over.
Yeah, which is weird because people start doing the Macarena over I'm a Believer because it's 2001.
Yeah.
And the Macarena was 3 years old.
It was only 3 years old at that point?
Yeah, Macarena didn't... Oh, maybe it was older than that. Macarena came out in 95, maybe. I have no idea. Send us an email. Let me know when Macarena came out.
Yeah, www.gmail.com/
All right. You know what?
I don't know how email works.
You know what?
What?
You know what?
Rabbit? Right.
You know what?
I do appreciate the bird exploding from singing.
That was funny.
That had me laughing really hard because that was so clever. And then they just cooked the eggs.
Yeah. She's like, she doesn't really feel, she's like, oh shit. Oh, eggs. All right.
Yeah. She's like, I was like, that's funny. Because that's another thing. You're not doing that in a kid's movie today. Yeah, absolutely not.
No.
That was so funny.
Like kids' movies in the early 2000s, they kind of went a little blue for kids. And then now they're coming back to like, they're super wholesome, which is cool. Either way,
but like,
you know,
I just feel like Disney never went this blue, and they always were able to make good stuff that was enjoyable to parents and kids, whereas other companies are like, we have to go blue.
Yeah, let's push the envelope.
Yeah.
Envelope. How do you say it, Robbie?
What?
How do you say envelope?
Envelope.
You say envelope.
No, envelope. There's an E at the end of it.
Like penelope.
Yeah, like cantaloupe and antelope. What are we talking about?
Shrek.
I forgot. No, but like specifically what were we talking? Oh, yeah. But I just feel like we've seen, I mean, when we did the Jaws episode, we talked about how the ratings have changed in movies so strong because Jaws was PG and we saw titties and blood and all this stuff. Yeah. I don't think you could, if this was like, they're coming out with Shrek 5, I believe, eventually.
Oh, wow.
And they're going to be able to sneak in stuff like that almost because it's grandfathered in. But if you started a new franchise today, you definitely couldn't sneak in blowjob jokes and stuff.
Yeah. It's
not ones that are so clear either.
Yeah. I mean, well, as for Shrek 5, they should probably strike while the iron's hot because, like, Shrek is just, it's all over.
I think it's a matter of, hey, let's do this before, like, people just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Either that or Mike Myers is probably in his 60s now. They're like, he might be dead or not be able to do the voice anymore. So let's get him in here.
Yeah. It's weird. Like all the big names in this movie, it's kind of like, what have these guys done?
I mean, John Lithgow is still working.
Well, other than him.
Lithgow. Eddie Murphy did a lot of great stuff.
Since then?
Yeah, my name is Dolomite is my name.
Well, in recent years, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Eddie Murphy had a kind of resurgence, but Dolomite was really good. But then again, this is also the Shrek franchise is one of those things where Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz retired for a long time.
Right. And Shrek is kind of bigger than all of them now.
Yeah, like they don't need to work because they have these 4 Shrek movies.
Yeah, you got the Shrek money. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I wouldn't work either.
Oh no, I do one movie, get a nice paycheck. I'm
Mike
out.
Myers is one of those guys who's he's shown like he will do his projects. If you let him just have full reign, he will do it.
Yeah.
But like, you know, that's why he does the Pentaveret recently, and you haven't seen him in anything else. And he did I mean, seriously, other than that, what has he done in the last 15 years? He had that cameo in Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, he did a cameo in that Queen movie.
Yeah, and now he has another cameo coming, or like another part in some movie coming up, I think. But that's like it.
Yeah.
You know, he did that documentary. I forgot what it was called, but Mike Myers does his passion projects because he doesn't have to work.
Yeah.
Because not only does he have Shrek money, he has Austin Powers money.
Yeah.
He has Wayne's World money.
Wayne's World. Yeah.
Like, that's a guy who just doesn't have to do anything anymore, and I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Chill out and do your passion projects. I think that's awesome. I have a lot more respect for that than people who always do something for a paycheck, even if I don't particularly like all the work he puts out.
Right.
You know, I don't have to like your work, but if you're only saying, I'll do what I want to do, awesome, do it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate you appreciating that.
And I appreciate you appreciating me appreciating that.
Wow. And I appreciate...
Okay.
Right, you have any questions?
Oh, questiones?
Yeah.
Questions.
What fairy tale is Donkey from?
Is he from the Shrek fairy tale?
Is Shrek a fairy tale?
Yeah, it's based on a book.
Are there other fairy tale creatures in the Shrek book?
I don't know. I've never read it. That's why I asked, is Donkey in the Shrek book?
Wow, this is a loaded question.
Yeah. This is a loaded gun. Andy, no! Questions. Hey, I know it was 2001, but was playing all of All Star by Smash Mouth at the beginning necessary? Did we need the entire song?
No.
Questions.
Why does Lord Farquaad want to be king? He seems to have, like infinite power anyway. He has a massive castle. What does being king give him?
The other kingdom, I think.
There's another kingdom?
Yeah, because he's the king of Duloc, and she's not from that. Remember, her parents are also king and queen of another kingdom.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and she wants to marry her because then he gets both kingdoms. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah.
All right.
Questions. Did Facebook or now Meta base their logo on Farquaad's logo, like that blue F? Questions.
It kind of seems like the plot, like the subplot of fairy tale creatures being hunted down, kind of just went away. Where do you think that went? Also, where did all the fairy tale creatures go once Farquaad cleared them out of his swamp? Did they just get are they prisoners?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I have no idea.
It kind of seemed like that's where the movie was going. It was like, oh, fairy tale creatures are being hunted down. And then it was just like, nah, they're out of his swamp and he's pissed.
Yeah.
And then they abandoned that completely.
You're absolutely right. All right, this movie sucks. No, I'm glad you brought that up. Questions. At the end of the movie, when they do the big glow up because Fiona and Shrek kiss or whatever, do you think Fiona's glow up is that she just does anal now?
Do I have to answer that question? You want to do trivia?
So you immediately took away one of my trivia questions during your rundown.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm pissed. I just want to let you know that
Which one was it?
Because you take things away from me. No, I'm going to ask it anyway, and you'll have to figure it out.
Okay, I guess I'll know it.
Yeah, you will. All right, I'll go first.
Sure.
What is Shrek eating a bowl of in the opening montage? Is it kidneys, ears, eyeballs, or noses?
Eyeballs.
It is eyeballs, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
It is my balls.
Oh, I remember because I watched it with my wife, and we both said that's fucking disgusting.
You've never eaten eyeballs before?
No, I've never eaten eyeballs, Robbie.
You're not living.
Okay, who was originally cast to play Lord Farquaad? Is it A, Tom Hanks, B, Alan Rickman, or C, Jeff Bridges?
I'm going to say Alan Rickman.
Yeah, that's correct.
Wow. Swinging low, baby. Call my dick Sweet Chariot.
I ain't no
Swinging
baby.
Low.
I ain't no baby.
Oh,
You don't call me no baby. I ain't no
Okay,
fucking baby.
okay. How many pieces of silver did the man get for turning in the witch? 10 pieces of silver, 20 pieces of silver, 30 pieces of silver, or 40 pieces of silver?
20.
You're correct, yeah. 20 pieces of
hell
silver.
yeah. Now who's the baby?
Let's go! Get it? Because the baby?
Uh,
We're two white guys. Go ahead.
Shrek means monster in what language? Finnish, Yiddish, French, or Clitorian?
Nope. Finish?
No, Yiddish.
Oh.
No.
What color is the fairy that didn't make it into Shrek's house? Green, yellow, pink, or blue? What color is the fairy that did not make it into Shrek's house? Green, yellow, pink. Nope, it is blue.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Oh no. So I was wrong. You did not take away one of my questions. I done goofed, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. Which character became the mascot for Walmart for a brief period of time? Is it Shrek? Is it Donkey? Is it the Gingerbread Man? Or is it the Granny Wolf Mother?
The Gingerbread Man?
Correct.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do ya? Because I didn't.
Yeah. Who was the first princess the magic mirror presents to Farquaad during the dating game parody? The first princess the magic mirror presents to Farquaad. Is it Cinderella, Snow White, Fiona, or Aurora, which is Sleeping Beauty?
I think it is Cinderella.
It is Cinderella, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Just wow.
Wow.
My wiener is hanging out on my pant leg,
Jesus Christ.
but I'm wearing like really, really short shorts.
Yeah, I see that. I see. Just sit down.
Nah.
Okay.
Gotta air it out.
Yeah, I understand. It's weird that you have an erection that points down.
Yeah, I mean you know what happened is I had morning wood and I rolled out of bed and I landed on it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. All right, Lord Farquaad was rumored to be based on which Disney CEO? Is it Robert Iger or Michael Eisner?
I want to say Iger because that was the first name that came to mind.
You know what? I forgot to mark which one was correct. I'm
Fucking
pretty sure
sick.
it's Eisner though. Michael
Okay.
Eisner. Yeah.
Okay. I obviously, I don't know.
You know what? Email in if you looked it up.
Or send us
If
a
I'm
tweet
wrong. Yeah, send us a
at
twat.
TheRoydsBand. Nope. Don't send us a tweet. Actually, you could.
Robbie.
What? Just
Robbie.
be over like 30, though. So it's not weird.
Robbie.
Oh, boy.
That's disapproving, Andy.
I like it. I like
Character
it. I
I'm
like
working
it.
on.
I like it. I love it. I gotta have it. It's just
Nice.
Which of these wrestling moves does Shrek not use on the knights during the fight scene? Which of these wrestling moves did Shrek not use on the knights? Is it the tombstone pile driver, the vertical suplex, the ankle lock, or the burning hammer?
What's the burning hammer?
The burning hammer is when you pick a guy up into a torture rack and then slam them down onto their head.
Shit. He busts some skulls in that. Like,
Yeah.
He's fucking killing some guys. They'll never walk again
No.
if they're alive.
There are deaths in this movie. The death count in this movie is significant.
Yeah. Give me the choices again.
Tombstone pile driver, the vertical suplex, the ankle lock, or the burning hammer.
I'm gonna go ankle lock.
Nope, it is the burning hammer.
I should know because I have a burning hammer.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this thing is on fire, my
No.
guy.
Andy, go to the doctor. Wait, like literally on fire, or do you have like an STD?
No, it's oozy.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't like the term oozy.
Nah, me neither. Yeah. You have any more trivias?
No. I don't even have a will to live anymore.
Robbie tapped out.
It's oozy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vomit again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you hydrate.
Yeah. All right, you want to get into these songs?
I sure does.
Yeah, for the love of God, please.
Really got him with this one.
Oozy. Oh. Oh God. It's that was what the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were fighting in the second movie. Just your jizz.
Yep.
Your penile discharge
My jizz turned those innocent little turtles.
into the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You have radioactive Spider-Man jizz.
Yep, Spider-Man. You got a pick to flip?
I got a pick to flip.
Oh shit.
All right, you want breads or males?
You know what? You pick.
All right. I'm gonna say heads. Let's see if I can get myself head.
So now it's heads.
Snap! I broke my neck.
Oh my god.
It's tails. You go first.
Oh heck yeah.
Or do you want to choose? You can choose.
What kind of song you got?
It's like it's a 100 BPM song.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
It's like not too fast, but it's not slow. It's very like poppy.
Okay, you go first then. Because I have
Okay.
like a weird epic love song.
All right, yeah, mine's definitely not that. So mine is called Self-Fulfilling Prophecy.
Okay.
And I actually took a lot of inspiration from the character of Shrek and the fact that like he kind of assumes everyone's going to hate him.
Yeah.
And that kind of leads into why everyone hates him, because since he just assumes everyone's going to hate him, so he just acts mean to everyone.
Right.
And I think that's a really interesting character to look into.
Yeah.
So my song's called Self-Fulfilling Prophecy, and it goes like this. I don't mind spending all my time right here alone. I'm not scared if no one's there, and I'm on my own. Is my seclusion a self-fulfilling prophecy? Yeah. Do I fit Yeah, so that was my song, Self-Fulfilling Prophecy. And it was really just, I just think the character of Shrek, and that just is such an interesting thing to write about to me, is that character of this guy who, he really is a nice guy. And you could tell it hurts him that he's alone. And he does realize that he's alone because of, well, yes, people do have this feeling about ogres, and obviously that's true. He also feeds into it because he's such a dick to people.
Right.
And he's only willing to help people just because it helps himself at the beginning of the movie. He's like, fine, I'll help you. But like, because I just want my swamp back.
Right. And you could tell when like he roars at Donkey, and Donkey's like, all right. He's like, that didn't scare you? And he's like, no. He's like, oh shit. Because you could friend.
Yeah, because Donkey's like, I know you're not gonna fucking hurt me.
Yeah.
Like you're not that type of guy. Yeah. You just, for no reason at all, other than that you realize it was the right thing to do, you saved me.
Right.
And it's like, you're not some bad guy. It's just people treated you like shit for so long.
Right.
That now when you see people, you're just like, no, I'm just gonna be a fucking asshole because I'm tired of these fucking people treating me like shit. So why do I even want them to be near me?
Right.
So that's what the song is about. It's such an interesting character thing because I think there are actual people in this world who fall into that category, who wind up getting treated like shit for such a long time, and they almost turn into a monster.
Right. Yeah.
You know? And I see that with Shrek, and then we get to the chorus where he talks about, fine, I'll help these people. And obviously I mentioned the bridge, but then, you know, he didn't plan on falling in love with Princess Fiona.
Right.
But once again, this was a person who was like, you know, there was clearly more to her. Just like he had always said, ogres are like onions, and she comes in as a great play to that. And I see the name of your song, so I don't want to talk too much about that. You know, he meets Fiona, he falls in love with her, and I think there's part of him that saw part of him in her. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. That was just such an interesting thing to me. This idea of just, you were treated like garbage, and that's what turned you into the monster. It's not the fact that you're an ogre that made you the monster. It's that people treated you so poorly, you became the monster. And then it just became this self-fulfilling prophecy of, I don't have friends because people don't like me, and it's no wonder they don't like me because I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah. I think in the beginning of like when he's reading that fairy tale and then he wipes his ass with it. But like, why do you even have that book?
Yeah.
It's because you actually long for that.
Yes. Yeah.
But then he wipes his ass where he's like telling himself like, no, I don't need this. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, everybody needs a little bit of baby.
Yeah, he lies to himself. He's trying to convince himself, I want to be alone. I want to be here all by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, no, he doesn't. Most people don't want that.
Right.
So, I don't know. That's my song. Pretty relatable character, in my opinion, but there we go. Tell us about yours.
I agree 100%. I think Shrek is very relatable, especially when it comes to, like, he doesn't know how to express his feelings because he's so used to just being a monster.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, not that, I don't know. I've always struggled with being able to be like 100% sincere. I always have to like throw some bullshit in there, like, huh, and then I pooped. You know, and it's like,
yeah, I remember your wedding vows.
Yeah.
a lot of talk about pooping your pants.
I promised to poop your pants and mine.
The efficient left.
Yeah. There was like, you know what? Good luck. Right?
This is why they don't let 12-year-olds get married, Andy.
Yeah.
Andy got married young. Andy was a child groom.
Yeah. But my song is called Layers, and it's similar to your song in that it's about the how he's just pushing everybody away. But he's also, because he tells donkeys like ogres are like onions. We have layers. And in that moment, it kind of seems like he's begging for someone to peel them back. Like, hey, there's more to me.
Yeah.
But like he's being aggressive about it, so it's not 100% clear.
He wants people to ask him questions and
get to know him.
Be interested in me, please.
Right. Like get to know me, because instead of running away, get to know me.
Especially after Donkey, like you said, wasn't scared of the roar.
Right. So then the latter half of my song that is Fiona talking about how, you know what, let's play it and then we'll talk about it. It's called Layers.
I really like the bass at the end of that.
Well, thanks.
Fucking featuring Jack Bruce over here.
There was some the verse was in 4/4, and then the rest of it was in 6/8. They call me Time Changing Andy.
That's quite a nickname.
Yeah,
Entropy.
Yeah, nice. But yeah, the second part, where all my life, I was told how love should be is Fiona.
Okay.
Because like she has this notion like, oh, this is how it's supposed to go, and Shrek's like, nah, I'm gonna save you like this.
Yeah.
And like at first she's like, nah, this sucks. This is bullshit. It's not how it's supposed to go. And then she's like, oh shit, I love this.
Because she wants to go by the script.
Yeah. But and then finally,
at first she's not a fan, but she's eases into it. Again, it's an anal thing.
Yeah.
The whole movie is just an allegory for anal sex.
Wow.
I don't even know if I'm using the term allegory right.
Well, allegory is like something that's very much like Al Gore.
Oh, so it's something that invents the internet.
Yep.
Nice.
So I think, like I said, I think the love story in this movie, for some reason, compelled me. I was like, wow, these guys are in love, and they better fucking get together at the end, or I'm gonna fucking riot. That's what I said when I was a kid.
Shrek wins or we riot. That's the sign you're holding in the movie theater.
Yeah. But yeah, again, I think Shrek is a very well-rounded character, and like his motivations are all very clear, and it's well written. It's a good movie.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. The jokes are really good. I thought that's, like I said, I really like the song, and you are right about the layers part of it. I did use the term allegory right, by the way. So send your congratulations to me, Robert Corridor.
Okay.
Yeah, so just let everyone know how fucking smart I am.
Can I just text you?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not giving everybody else my number, though.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
no,
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
No, it's okay. Well, okay, sure. It's too many numbers, man.
Yeah.
It's too many numbers.
Not a smart man.
But I did use the word allegory correct. So yes, Shrek and Fiona's story in particular is just an allegory for anal sex. How you don't really like it at first, but eventually you're just biting the pillow.
Is that how we're ending this one?
I mean, yeah. I mean, what are we doing next week? We already said it, but we're doing Shrek 2.
Shrek Dose.
Shrek the Second, continuing Shrektember.
Yeah, Shrektember. We're gonna do all 4 Shreks.
All 4 Shreks. We're gonna have Shreks all month.
Yeah.
We're going to have anal Shreks. We're going to have oral Shreks. We're going to do that weird armpit stuff that some people are into.
Why not? Why did you skip over vaginal?
Because we're 2 dudes.
That's true. I didn't realize we were having Shreks with each other.
Who would we have Shreks with?
Our significant others.
I'm not married, and I'm not going to sin.
Okay, I understand that.
Just because we own a house together.
But still, what you're saying doesn't make sense because you want to do it with me, and that's also a sin. I feel like I got you. Big time.
I feel like I got you on recording saying that you think that us doing Shreks is a sin.
Shit, he did. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, yeah, stay tuned for more Shreks. We got a bunch.
Birthday Shreks.
Nice.
I'm feeling Shreksy.
Man.
All right, you can find me at Robert Corridor on Instagram and Twitter. That's Robert, and then the word corridor, because corridor is another way for a word for hallway, and I'm really funny and clever. That works,
good.
Right? Hey, Andy, where can they find our music?
I'll tell you where. You go to Spotify or any other music service, and you search the Royds, Royds, and
Yep. So search for the Royds and then a sneeze.
Like a real sneeze.
Yeah, like a real sneeze. Sneeze.
Yeah.
Like put your phone, hit the little microphone symbol on your phone, on your Spotify app, and sneeze into your phone.
Yeah, like make sure it's like don't just go achoo. Like that shit has to be real.
Yeah, and do that with your friend's phone too. If they can't find us, take your friend's phones, type in the Royds, and then sneeze on your friend's phone, and see how your friends feel about that.
Yeah, super spreader event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The CDC does not recommend sneezing on your friends' phones. They actually recommended you not do that before COVID.
Yeah.
But like, just don't do it because it's gross. I don't know why Andy just told you all to do that.
Well, I'm a menace.
You're a Dennis the Menace.
No, I'm an Andy the Menace.
Oh, that's a good point because your name is Andy.
My name is Andy. So yeah, you could search the Royds. We have 2 albums and a Christmas song, and then you could go to Bandcamp. I believe it's TheRoyds.bandcamp.com. There it is.
The Royds, Yakko, Bandcamp, Wacko.com. Instead of dot.
Yeah, it's an Animaniacs show.
Yeah, that was really good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm angry, but it was good.
People are pissing their pants, like sitting at their desk at work, laughing. Like there's just piss streaming down their legs. It's like that movie Secretary. So there's someone getting off on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of piss.
That's like the second or third piss play joke I've made today.
Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of piss.
I'm learning things about myself right now. That's what I like about this podcast.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Speaking of piss, a kid at work shit his pants. And like I'm working at a camp right now, and like I'm in charge on Fridays. Like I'm the head honcho, and of course on that day, this kid was like, he just walked up. He was like, "I pooped my pants." So like, what the fuck do we do?
You dox this kid. Name and address right now.
I just called his parents. I was like, "You kid shit his pants. You gotta come fix this.
You gotta come get this delinquent."
Yeah.
We're into piss play, not shit play over here.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not Germans.
Nah.
What?
And the other teachers came over. They're like, "Oh, what happened?" I was like, "Code Brown." They were like, "What?" I was like, Code Brown. Put it together. And they're like, "Oh, this kid shit his pants." Yeah.
Code Brown.
Yeah. I tried another one because, like, the other kids around. I'm not trying to blow up this kid's spot.
Yeah.
So I was like, he peed his pee, if you know what I'm saying. And they were like, "No, we don't know what you're saying." And I was like, "Okay, let me try again."
I would have picked up on that, but I would have just told me I would have assumed you were telling me he peed his pants.
Yeah, and I think that's what they said. They're like, oh no. And I was like, "No, but it's like the number 2." And they were like, "Oh,
he peed his poop."
He peed his poop. He pooped his pee.
Oh no, that's the worst. He left a puddle of pee and then pooped in it, thinking it was a toilet.
You ever poop in a toilet and then laser it in half with your pee stream?
Nope.
Me neither.
Can't say I'm sorry. I don't. Can't say I've done that one, man.
I've never pooped in a toilet and then stood up to pee.
Oh, okay. That's what it seemed like you were asking if I've done.
No. I
was like, no, I have not held in the piss. Shit, stood up.
Yeah.
And then pissed on the turd. Trying to split the turd in half with my piss.
Oh my god. This is a podcast about Shrek. We're talking about pissing on shit.
Which is something Shrek would do.
Yeah.
Let's not act like the movie wasn't gross enough. Where Shrek
the movie was gross.
Yeah, where we wouldn't have Shrek pissing on some shit.
Yeah, he's murdering fish with his rank farts.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, they definitely go A to M, right?
I mean, yeah, probably. They're both fucking nasty.
Right? Like, they gotta do.
Yeah. I don't know.
We should start a new segment on this show whenever we do an animated movie, where we go to Reddit and we just type in female character NSFW. So, like, we go to Reddit, type in Fiona NSFW, and just see what comes up.
I mean, you want to start now?
No, I don't want to do that. There's nothing I want to do less than go to Reddit and type in Fiona. No, there's one thing I want to do less. It's go to 4chan and type in Fiona NSFW.
Yeah. Well,
find the Royds on Instagram, _Royds.
Yep. I don't know if I finished the thought, but Bandcamp, TheRoyds.bandcamp.com. You'll find all all the music from the podcast, previous podcasts and this one. We got a lot of music, and we hope you enjoy the music. We hope you enjoy the podcast. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you. You can also download the songs there.
You guys are beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Oh, no, I'm gonna cry. Here come the waterworks.
Uh-oh. Here come the waterworks, and there go the neighborhood. Because it's a man who cries.
Property values went down because I cried.
Yeah. It's a damn shame.
What kind of neighborhood is this?
A really manly one.
Oh, shit. All right,
They're
let's
flexing
fucking...
all the time.
Let's fucking wrap this dog turd up. What the fuck are we doing?
All right, tune in next week for Shrek 2.
Yeah.
Send us an email, RoydsRevue@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, _Royds and TheRoydsBand, respectively. Bye, everybody.
Bye.